Why, hello there. I'm Dr. Caden, and I understand you came in today for a checkup. Is that right? Good. Well, I always encourage a checkup from time to time, but before we begin, if I can ask you a few questions, would that be all right with you? All right, great. Let me just take a seat here. I do have your information right here in front of me. Okay, and let's go ahead and start with the first question. How old are you? You just turned the big 21. That's always fun. And I hope you're responsible at the age. Is that right? Good. And according to your chart here, I understand there are no allergies. Is that right? Okay. No allergies. At least that you're aware of. Well, the body's always changing, so if anything comes up, you can always just come back and we can run some tests. But another question, are you physical at all? Sports, running, swimming, or just any physical activities? Okay, consistent running. I mean, you do look like you're in pretty good shape, so that's good. And have you had any injuries in the past few years? At least just anything that you want to make us aware of? Okay, some back pain. And when would you say that this started? Just recently? Is it still hurting today? Not as much? Okay. Well, we'll be sure to get that examined for you. You may have to put on a gown as well, just so that way we can take a closer look at you. Is that all right? Okay, let me just make one more last note here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you could do me a favor, if you could go ahead and stand up. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I want you to keep your eyes on me, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and flash this light and just look directly at me, and I want you to follow the light as I move it around. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, moving left to right. Good. Everything is looking just fine. That's a good boy. All right. Good job. Go ahead and sit back down for me. Now, we're going to go ahead and do a throat examination. So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to use this tool right here. Kind of just looks like a popsicle stick. And I'm going to go ahead and move it down your mouth. And you're just going to open really wide for me, okay? Can you do that for me? That's a good boy. Okay, now this may be a little uncomfortable and you may even gag a little. But that's okay, it's just a natural response if you're not used to, having big objects down in your mouth. Now, if you could open wide for me while I take a peek into your mouth. All right, now go ahead and say ah for me. Yes, as wide as you can. That's a good boy. Oh, look at that, you're already gagging. I didn't even get to take a good look. Let's go ahead and try that again. Go ahead and open wide for me. All right, there you go. I'm just going to push this instrument down on your tongue. And now I'm going to go ahead and shine a light down just so I can get a better look. Okay. Almost done. Just hold it for me. Even if you gag, it's fine. I can see how the throat is reacting. Oh boy, you're starting to tear up, aren't you? Hold it a little longer. I want you to look up at me so I get a good look. There you go. That wasn't so bad, was it? Maybe one day you'll have better gag reflexes. It just takes some practice. So far, everything is checking out just fine. You are very healthy at your age, but now I'm curious about the back pain you mentioned earlier. Have you been in any awkward positions recently? Yes, were you on all fours for too long? Maybe that could be a reason. Or even maybe doing some movements that you shouldn't have to impress someone. Oh, you have. And how was that for you? Probably felt good, I imagine. And did you take a break during this activity? It may just be a simple strain. And what was that? It goes lower down to your back? Are you referencing the buttocks by chance? Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a closer look. Now I have to ask, were you being abused in this position or was it consensual? Okay, good. So it was something that you definitely enjoyed. That's always important. These are just standard questions and completely confidential. So that will definitely do it for you if you're in that position a little bit too long, especially on a hard surface. Okay, so why don't we get started? Why don't you stand up and go ahead and put on this gown? And I'll just be sitting here updating your charts till you're ready. So just go ahead and go to the back there and close that curtain. You can just go ahead and start undressing and make sure you put on the gown, okay? I'm sorry, what was your question? Take everything off? Yes. The only thing that should be on is the gown. Perfect. Now, if you can just go ahead and get back on the table for me. And I am going to untie the backing here so I can get a better look at your back, okay? Now just go ahead and hop on there for me. Okay, that's really nice. Now, let me just go ahead and untie the back. Okay, your back is completely exposed. So I'm just going to massage your lower back here, okay? Now I'm just going to go a little bit lower. Let me know if I hit the spot. What was that? Lower? Okay, going lower. What about that? Do I need to go a little bit lower here? Oh, you just twitched a little bit. I'm assuming it's right there. Let me just massage this out a little bit for you. And how are the buttocks? Do we need to expose that for you? Okay, how does that feel? Is that feeling better already? All right, that's good to hear. I love it when my patients start to feel a little bit better. Now, we may have to massage the bottom portion out a little bit more for you. So I'm just going to move my hands a little bit further down the gown. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm actually going to put on some oil here, okay? I think it will really help work out some of those tensions that you're feeling. Okay, so this might feel a little cold to the touch. Wow, I must say, you are quite bubbly down there. What was that? That's cold. Well, we do have a long ways to get you back in shape now, don't we? So we may have to go a little bit deeper to find the cause. And just letting you know, this is all procedure. We may have to spread them just a little bit so I can take a better look inside. And it may feel uncomfortable, but let's be honest, this isn't your first rodeo. Is that okay with you? Whatever I need to do, doctor, is that what you said? That's a good boy. Okay, so we're just going to spread those bubbly cheeks a little bit.